Did you ever follow an artist online, get inspired by their style, and think, man, I want to draw like this someday? Yeah, same here. Until I found out some of them weren't even drawn at all. In today's video, I'm ranking the top 3 fake AI artists I used to follow, based on how shocked I was when I found out they were using AI, sometimes even hiding it completely. I'm not here to cancel anyone. I'm here to talk about how it felt, what made their art so convincing, and what we can learn from all this as a real artist trying to grow. Let's get into it. Okay, starting with number 3. Not because they were the worst, but because I wasn't that surprised. But trust me, by the time we get to number 1, it gets wild. Let's start with number 3, ylanast. Now, if you have ever come across her online, you probably saw those hyper-realistic portraits, with tutorials on how to draw eyes, noses, basically everything. On the surface, it looks like she's constantly teaching, but something always felt off. First, almost every post of hers pushes her online courses or brushes packs, but she never actually shows a full, real-time process. You will only see quick speed paints or shortcuts. No detailed breakdowns, no full-length videos, nothing that lets you follow along and see how it's really done. Back then, I thought, well, maybe she's just fast or super skilled. Her color tones looked consistent, and she seemed confident in her strokes. I didn't question it much until I did. In many of her videos, you will notice something strange. She starts with simple shapes and jumps into details too quickly. It's like she's painting over something that's already there. Her brush strokes aren't blending. They look more like she's erasing over an image rather than building it from scratch. And there is even a video comparing cheap with expensive tools. But in both cases, the results look equally AI generated. Even the comments under her posts raise questions. Someone literally said, I need a live video of this, or I won't believe it. And they are right. People are starting to notice the same thing I did. Turns out she's been doing this since 2017, using AI to generate base images, whether from cartoon characters or prompts, and then painting over them, just enough to look handmade. You can even see inconsistent brush strokes with multiple colors appearing in one stroke, which is nearly impossible, unless you are editing or masking. And you may wonder, why does this hit so hard? Because when I was a beginner artist, I used to follow her. I genuinely believed she was that good. I would think, why can't I draw like this? First, I blamed my talent, then my brushes. I even went searching for her brush sets. Thankfully, I never bought them, but I tried everything to recreate her results. And I just couldn't. I got so discouraged, I gave up on rendering for a long time. Eventually, I just accepted that she was genius and I couldn't match. Until I found out the truth. And that's why she's in this video. Because I know I'm not the only one who felt that way. She has over 1 million followers, and I guarantee many of them still think they are just not talented enough. But the truth is, you can't compare your learning journey to someone using AI and selling you fake tutorials. That's not failure, that's fraud. And that's why ylanast makes into my top 3. Number 2, Rose Draws. This one really hit me. Because Rose wasn't just a popular name, he was someone I genuinely look up to. A real artist. His tutorials were helpful, his stylization was unique, and his use of color absolutely stunning. I mean, the vibrant, saturated tones he used gave his characters so much life. His concepts were creative and professional, and to me, it felt like he had everything, the talent, the skill, and the experience. But then the truth came out. It turned out Rose had been using AI in his work and hiding it. At first he denied it, but when one of his friends exposed him with side-by-side comparison and a full thread on Twitter showing how some of his art was traced from AI outputs, he admitted it to use AI-generated images as part of his process. And you know what? It wasn't even the fact that he used AI that disappointed me most. It was that he didn't need to. This guy was already good. He already had an audience, tutorial, a platform to teach beginner artists, and even videos where he pretended to be better than AI. He posted one short literally called something like Artist versus AI. And now that feels ironic. Maybe even fake. I can't trust it anymore. I had saved some of his art for inspiration. I even tried to redraw them myself. He influenced the way I wanted to develop my own art. And now, looking back, I feel a little betrayed. Because if he, with all the experience, with all the talent, used AI and hid it, what message does that send to beginner artists? To anyone still trying to build real skills, who doesn't have the time or resources or career yet? What are we supposed to do if even the pros are cheating? His compositions were just too polished, too perfect, too frequent. I thought maybe I was just being insecure, or that he was simply years ahead of me, but no AI helped him get there. Now, to be fair, he did come clean. He apologized, he said he won't do it again. Maybe he got overwhelmed with deadlines, or was working on a book, or just took a shortcut and regretted it later. I get it, life gets messy. But knowing that he used AI for more than one piece makes you wonder how many more are out there. So, yes, he's still a good artist, but for me, and I think for many others, something has changed. I can't see his work the same anymore. And I think that's a feeling a lot of beginner artists can relate to. And finally, number one, the most shocking artist I used to follow, Arekushisu 11. What shocked me most is how recently they got exposed. It was just this month, maybe even just a few weeks ago. And the weirdest part, I noticed something was off way before the drama started, but I kept giving them the benefit of the doubt because I was honestly obsessed with their art. I used to see their work all over Pinterest. I even tried to set one of their pieces as my wallpaper. The details were just insane. Smooth rendering, sharp edges, beautiful transitions in grayscale. And the way they drew faces and hair, so clean, so polished, it blew my mind. At one point, I even made a little study folder of their work. I sat down, looked at each piece, and asked myself, what do I love about this? Like, I tried to figure out how they pulled off that glossy effect on the skin, or those clean grayscale transitions without using pure black or white. It was all mid-tones, but it worked so well. The muscles, the texture in the hair, I genuinely thought this person was a master. And I tried to study from it. I tried to apply it in my own work. But the whole time, something felt just a little too perfect. Then one day, when I was scrolling on YouTube, I saw a video titled something like AI Artist Exposed. I clicked on it, not expecting much, but halfway through the video, I froze. They showed his artwork. I recognized the style instantly. I was like, wait, I know this, I have studied that. And I kept watching. At first, I still wanted to believe that he was legit. I thought maybe he just has some advanced techniques I didn't understand yet. Maybe he was just way ahead of me in skill. And I was okay with that. But then the video showed some screenshots from Discord chat between him and one of his moderators. She had confronted him about tracing AI outputs with examples to prove it. And once I saw that, it clicked. The truth finally landed. And honestly, part of me was shocked, but another part of me felt relieved. Because now it made sense. All the parts I couldn't figure out, the too perfect rendering, the strange anatomy, the mysterious compositions, it wasn't just me lacking skill. It was AI. It was fabricated. Some of the art even had weird AI giveaway, like Zoo's dinosaur-like hands. I remember seeing them before, and now they are gone. He deleted them, probably archived or hid every trace of the AI outputs. But I remember. Just hurts, because I really believed in that art. I thought it was something to study, to learn from. And to find out that it wasn't a human, that it wasn't even a skill, it makes you question a lot. Not just about the artist, but about what we are all chasing as artists. At the end of the day, this isn't about hating on people who use AI. It's about transparency and how it affects real artists who spent years building their skill. Please don't send any hate towards them. I used to look up to these artists. Some of their work still looks beautiful, but now it feels different. Knowing what's behind it. Let me know in the comments, have you ever followed someone who turned out to be an AI artist? And hey, if you're a real artist grinding every day, keep going. The art world is changing fast, but real creativity, that still matters.